Hello everyone. So today we are going to see about how to install Visual Studio Code in your Windows system and how to enable the WSL feature so that you can install a Linux distro inside your Windows system itself. Okay. Then how to install the GCC compiler so that we can compile our C code and how to use that GCC compiler inside the Visual Studio Code. Okay, so these are the things we are going to see in this video. So first of all, we will need the Visual Studio Code. So head to any browser you want and type Visual Studio Code, and you will see the first result, which is this website code.visualstudio.com. Open that and click on download. So before download, make sure to check your configuration of the system. So based on that, choose the compatible file for your system. Okay, otherwise you can't install that one. So I'm going to install. That is getting downloading. I'll wait for a few minutes. Okay, it's done. Once installed, once open that file. Okay, accept the agreement, click on next, and I have checked every boxes because I need everything, but as default these last two boxes were already checked. If you want to create a desktop icon, click on this, and if you want to access the VS Code inside your file explorer, check these two boxes also. Okay, then click on next and install. Okay, it's done. Then click on finish. So you can see, since I used this earlier, so it automatically opens the last file I have worked. Okay, let's close this and I will show you how to use this IDE for our courses. Okay, so here you can see this is the Explorer section where you can see all the current working folders and its files. Okay, let's go here and I will open a new window. There I will show you how to use that. Okay, if you open the Visual Studio Code, it will show like this without any folder. So click on here, open folder, so that will open the file manager window where you can search for the folder you want to open. Like I'm going to open this download and I will create a new folder here, name programs C. Okay, and I will select this, open that folder. Okay, here you can add files that you want and you can create a folder inside this folder also. Now I am going to create a file called main.c, which is a C programming file, and I am going to write a basic program that will print hello world. Okay, so this is just a simple C program that print hello world once it gets executed. But the question is how to execute this, right? So here we should use the terminal. Okay, click on this terminal and click on new terminal. For that we need a compiler to compile this file, so that's why we need the GCC compiler, okay, to compile the C program file. Before that, to install the GCC compiler in using WSL, we have to enable the WSL feature inside our Windows. Okay, so WSL means Windows Subsystem for Linux. If you enable this in your Windows system, you can run a Linux distro inside your Windows itself. Okay, see, Linux and Windows are both different OS. Okay, yeah, if you enable this Windows Subsystem for Linux, you can use Linux inside the Windows. Okay, that's a use case of the WSL. Okay, then we have to enable the WSL feature for now, and then we can compile this. For that, go to search and search for turn Windows feature on or off. Okay, open this and look for virtual machine platform. If it is not enabled, enable that. And Windows hypervisor platform, if it is not enabled, enable that. And the main thing is Windows subsystem for Linux. Okay, you should enable this also. Make sure to enable these features in Windows feature. Okay, after that, click on OK. It will search for the required files to install. Once it completed, it will prompt you to restart your device. At the time, restart the device, only then the changes will be applied to the system. Okay, so I have to restart the device. After restarting your device, now search for PowerShell. Okay, Windows PowerShell, and run it as administrator. Now look for, like, type this command WSL version. So it shows Windows subsystem for Linux must be updated to the latest version. It is not enabled, that's why we have to install the Windows subsystem for Linux. Okay, then click on enter, or else you can do like this, WSL. Use this command to install the WSL feature. Okay, so it is downloading Windows subsystem for Linux. It takes some time to install. Let's wait for that. Okay, so after installing the WSL, it will default the default Linux OS version. I mean, sorry, OS distro, which is named as Ubuntu. It will be installed by default. My installation port is completed. So after installing, it will open the Ubuntu. Okay, so just close this for now. So after launching that, it will ask you to create a account for this Ubuntu, which is installed while we are installing the WSL. If you are going to head with this, I mean this Ubuntu that is installed by default while installing WSL, you can enter your username for this, and it will ask you to enter the password for this. I'm going to enter a password. So mostly in Linux, you can't see the password. Like in Windows, we can view it by clicking the eye icon, but here it is not possible. You just type the password and click on enter, and retype the password and click on enter. Okay, then it allow you to log in into the Linux. Okay, here you can see that it is installed inside the C folder. In Windows we have the C drive where the OS is installed, so it is installed there. So I am going to go to the home folder by using this command. So after getting into the home directory, we have to install the GCC compiler here, so that we can use that for compiling our C programs. Okay, for that we are going to use a command sudo apt update. So this will ensure that all the packages are updated in your Linux, so that there won't be any error during installation of our GCC compiler. Okay, so use this command first, sudo apt update. It will fetch all the newest packages that have to be installed in your system. After that, use this command sudo apt uh, sudo apt upgrade. So this will install the newest update that fetched now. So the process is completed, the upgradation is completed. Then we are going to install our GCC compiler by typing the command sudo apt install GCC. Okay, the package is installing. Okay, yes, it is done. So after it is installed, type this command GCC double hyphen and type version. So this will show you the version that is installed in your system. This way we can verify whether it is installed or not. So once it is installed, we can use this compiler in our Visual Studio Code. Okay, now open the Visual Studio Code. Click on open folder. Choose any folder that you want. We recommend you to create a separate folder for C programming course, because you have to write many C programming files, because that way you can learn by doing the programs by yourself. So we recommend you to create a separate folder for this, for whatever the C program that you are going to solve. You can run those graded assignment and programming practice programming assignments in your Visual Studio Code. Okay, for that create a separate folder and use that folder. So I am going to use this folder test program C. So since I already created a file here, it is showing whatever the files inside the folder. Now I am going to delete this. Okay, so if you are going to solve some questions, or if you are going to try some kind of programs, then create a new folder and name that folder related to the question, so that you can easily identify by yourself, not for us. So inside that folder create the main file. So I am going to create a main.c and I'm going to paste this simple program here. Okay, so that's all for the writing process, writing the C programming. So for compiling, we have to, since I already told you how to open this terminal. If not, go to terminal, click on new terminal. Here you will see this prompt to enter your command. Okay, so here launch a new terminal, Ubuntu. So here we already installed the GCC compiler. Okay, so we have to use this only. Now see, the main.c is within this hello world folder, but here the current working directory is test program C, but, the main.c file is within this hello world folder. So we have to go there to execute that main.c. For that I am going to use the command cd change directory, and I am going to type the directory name hello world. So now we enter the hello world directory. Now we are going to compile the file by using the command gcc name of the C file, and I am going to name my output file something I want. So that for that I am using this -o, and I am going to name the file output file is main. So it is compiled and the executable file is also generated. So to execute this file, we have to type dot means the current directory that we are, that is what, hello world slash main. So that is the executable file we have in this folder. So type that and click on enter. So it will show the output. So it is showing that, right? Hello world. So in this way you can compile your C programs that is written inside your Visual Studio Code. I hope this tutorial is easy to follow and the setup is also simple. Just follow the steps I have shown you, and that's all. You're all ready to write your programs and compile it. And yeah.